So we are going to continue the project topic only. Yes. Okay. So if you want to continue or quit, that is up to you. But I'll continue for another 1 hour session. I'm going to record it here. Okay. Fine. So now, okay. Hope this is the flow we have to understand it. First, like software purchase, it's not like software purchase one time. There is a renew model again. Hardware also it's not one time purchase. There is again agreement with the hardware make manufacturer and company. Yes. Then SAP implementation partners, because this original SAP software should undergo for configuration changes. That additional configurations, additional developments, who will do? Who will do? This implementation partners, they will do. Okay, so these are all the implementation partners. Okay, there are many implementation partners. These IBM, TCS, Wipro, they are registered as a implementation partners. They have the resources of SAP consultants. They are ready to implement to any client, any customers. That is their business process. So what next? Who will approach to you? Whom? Because see, how IBM is getting projects. IBM also, there is a marketing team. They go to the clients and they'll get the project. Same Accenture team will get the project. This is one way to get the projects to IT companies. That is one model. The other way model is the client itself approach to the IT companies. Client, suppose this is the client or customer, they will approach to the this company, and this company. That is, yes. Again, what happens? This all this company, they will get the quotations from all these four companies. Then they will evaluate the quotations there by looking at their previous history, standards, and all. Yes. Finally, this project will assign to one company. That is nothing but they are indirectly eliminating the other companies, right? This is what I initially discussed as a vendor evaluation process. Whenever in the point of view, when you go for product purchase, also it happens similar way. Same thing here to finalize the implementation partner also. Yes, similarly. Suppose this product, this project is given to so and so IT company. Yes, this is about your overall like the type of deciding factors. Okay, let me see this first. Now, coming back to the client point of view. So, this client have three types of cost involved when they when they thought of SAP software implementation. First cost, SAP suggests SAP supported hardware purchase, initial cost. Second cost, software purchase. The third cost, implementation cost. Okay, implementation cost. So three types of cost. After that only the software is ready to use it. But even though cost involved also, the end result is good and fine because of the SAP provided global features. This organization, this organization, they want to why they are implementing SAP, because they want to improve their business. They want to increase their profits into 10x or 100x. That's why they are going to the global software. Yes, and they want to go with up to date demand software also. They want to use it rather than this thing. That is, they want to eliminate all existing softwares. They go for SAP software. It is one time investment. They are okay in implementing. So this is about your implementation activity. Slowly we are talking on. Right. Go back to the yes. So now, the SAP point of view, BMW is a client or customer. Even Accenture point of view, it is a BMW is a client or customer. Yes, and this hardware make point of view also, this is a client or customer. So you can see both directions for your understanding purpose. Okay, hope is this clear? Right. Yeah. So this is the initial topic. Then I don't want to remove this. We will go to the second topic. We are copying the same thing. Yes, right. Now we have to go to the again the client. Yes, this is your client. Client or customer. Yes, that is your. I am giving one example. Right. So there are so many examples are there. If you know the implementation partner, yes, you can find it. The implementation partner versus client or customers. Suppose, yes, right. If you go to this is the approach I am talking on, right. If you go to the Accenture website, you can find what kind of nature of projects they do, and moreover, how many SAP projects they have done. All the list is there. Their clients list is already there in their website. Okay. Yes, year by year, how many implementations done? Because currently they are working on this client, but previously they worked for several clients. And after this project also, they'll move on to the next. Because this is the Accenture business process. Okay. So if you go to this website, you will come to know all those SAP, which version implemented, all those details. If you go to the other way around, the client's website also, when they started SAP activities and all the details are mentioned in their website also. Both vice versa, you can find it here. So there are lot many companies are there. Okay, suppose if you go to HP is there, HP is implemented for Britannia, yes, and moreover, we have Wipro. Wipro is implemented for BHEL and as well as ECIL, Wipro Infotech and Wipro Technologies, etc. That VST Industries are also. It's all these things. Right? If you look at uh, many companies, left side IT companies, right side different industries, you can find both these details are there in the respective websites through you will come to know. Okay. Yes, there is a company called as Infotech. Yes, it is implemented for Ford Motors also. Yes. Okay. So there are like there is a list. This is the way you can connect. Who is there is a question in the generally who was your implementation partner or which company implemented to this client. This is the general terms we talk in this. So left side list, right side list. But if you go to Wipro, they have implemented for many clients year by year. They are implementing to these things. Okay, so the right. Okay. Coming back to the yes, like here it is the implementation partner. We can write it. Yes, IT company implementation partner. Yes. What exactly the implementation process and all we have to understand slowly now. Partner, because in the at one stage I told you partners list. correct? Partners are different. Partners are there. Every partner does the different activity. Business partner, channel partner, education partner. Similarly, implementation partner. As the name suggests, they do implementation activity. So this is our implementation, yes, partner. Okay. Yes. So this is the arrow here, right? Now BMW Motors implemented by Accenture. Accenture client is this, right? Now we have to come across at the client side who are there. Client hierarchy versus Accenture hierarchy also we have to discuss. Yes. Hierarchy in the sense like first let us talk on client side first. Any client, I am giving one implementation example. You similar kind of similar type of experience, you can find the same model in other thing also. Suppose come to this BMW Motors, just SAP, okay, steering committee is there. When, sorry, okay, steering committee is the first higher level. After that, we have CTM, that is core team members. Okay, core team, SAP core team is there. SAP core team. Under that, then we have users are there. Under users again, we have there is a power user, there is a end user, okay, core user or end user, end user. Okay, so this type of users hierarchy is also there. So if you look at, there is a steering committee is there. Under that, the core team members, and then we have this type of users hierarchy also. You can see this, right? So first of all, as per the hierarchy goes like this. Who are the steering committee members? Like I said, every company follows the board members. So steering committee, the main, the partnership members, the board members, yes, they formed as a committee. Okay. So because SAP implementing, incorporating SAP software in their organization is a kind of milestone. That's a major shift in their business process and activity. That's why their history also. That's why the committee members, okay, some members are there. They come into picture when there is a major decisions to be taken. Yes, there is a committee involved. Under that, okay, SAP core team member, CTM we call it as. Under core team, mostly what who are involved in core team is department heads. That is mostly the purchase department head, purchase head, sales head, finance head, marketing head, all department heads. That is, these heads are associated with this organization from the last 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. That means they are well versed with their company business process. They are strong in their core area, strong area. How if you go to the sales head, they explain everything end to end of their sales process. Similarly, finance and all modules leads, module heads, we can say that department heads are there. They are part of the core team members. Then next, users are nothing but department wise users. Every department have users, right? Department wise. users are. These are all part of users hierarchy. Yes. Okay, there is a super user is also there. Power user slash super user also we call it as. Yes. Okay, users hierarchy. Some are because the difference is like authorizations differs. These people have little high authorization. These people have low authorization. So now you have to understand two things now. Okay, who is a client? Client is a customer who are who purchased SAP software, who are going to use the SAP software. Because yes, then who are the users? Users are you see customer is one, but users are n many. Users are many departments, many users. That 500 licenses, 500 users. Suppose this company may have many employees, but why 500 licenses only purchased? Because see there are some employees, they don't have computer access. They do general work. They don't require SAP licenses also. Only those who are working finally on the SAP required people's related users only purchased. That's what. Okay, right. Users are what exactly the user's activity. After post go live, they do the daily SAP work. Who are going to work with SAP daily is finally users only. So why we call it as end users? End users are the final users who are going to use SAP daily. Okay, clear? Because you have to understand this vocabulary. I use daily these two words. Sometimes I say client or customer, sometimes I say end user. So you should not confuse. You have to be more clear with who is a client, who is end user. Okay, right. Is this clear to all of you? Like the hierarchy, top down, bottom up hierarchy completely. Committee, core team members, because most generally most common thing I explained, it may little vary to company. Yes, clear. Then come to the left side. What is left side? Left side we have a uh, Accenture, IT company. Any IT company, yes, any IT company. Suppose you are a you are a first you joined in a company. You are a employee first, right? You are a employee. You will be designated as associate. That is the designation given to you, associate, right? That but once you started into SAP project, you are a ABAP consultant. You are a consultant first of all in SAP project. Then you will be act like a team member also. See, look at the uh, flow because see, first of all, Accenture recruited you, so that means you are a Accenture employee. Yes, first initially, we all of us are employees only. But employees again designated with different levels. Some are associates, some are senior associates, some are consultants, some are senior consultants, some are managers, some are senior managers, like that. That is designation wise employees are classified. Then next, some are developers, some are testers, some are consultants. That is, you are into which project. Accordingly, your designation differs. Then you are into that project, which position you are. You are a team leader or a team member. That depends. See, the person is one and different dimensions you have to understand. Because once you enter into a project, you will act like a consultant and as well as you are acting like a team member. So, hmm, team members means many team members. So, obviously, the team members are handled by team lead. Yes, team lead role is to handle the team, to assign the task to the team, get the work done, to assign the task, and as well as to monitor the task, and to get the daily interacting, and get the task done. Yes, this is lead role to members. So as a team member, you are reporting to team lead. You will get the task. You have to do finish upon completion of the task. You have to send the final mail to daily. The team lead role is he assign the task. He will support and monitor. Similarly, we'll go to the next level. We have a project lead. Okay. Yes. We have a project lead, a project manager. Okay. Yes. Project manager is just this way. Like so the project leader is responsible for, he is handling all teams. He is handling all teams, and responsible for the entire project. There are some higher level. Yes, a higher level team is delivery managers are there. Delivery managers and country managers. Yes, yes. Country manager positions are there like that. So this delivery manager is responsible for entire project delivery. He is one way is talking to the client, and the team members are also both left and right. So he is responsible for quality deliverables, on-time deliverables, everything. Okay, that is the role of delivery manager completely. Tracking the project status and all, where we are. Country managers, they handle the entire all projects happening in this country and that is. So now I again gave a generic scenario, most common uh, hierarchy. Hierarchy word is applicable to top-down approach, bottom-up approach. That is called, this is the reporting structure. Team member is reporting to the team lead is reporting to project lead is reporting to the your next further level managers also this way. Or top to bottom, the hierarchy goes like this. Okay, yes, this is, you have to see the right side, client side hierarchy, and the left side IT company hierarchy also. Okay, this is all about your overall uh, hierarchy based. Okay, right. Then we have to move on to the, yes, this is, yes, we will go to the next level. That is how exactly the implementation takes place. Right. Go to the step by step, completely step by step activity also we have to see. If you go to the non-SAP type, what are the things? We followed one type of methodology here, because everything, what type of project methodology we follow here in the SAP project also we have to discuss now. Yes. So I'm moving to the, yes, SAP project methodology. Yes, implementation methodology or strategy. Right. Now, if you go to this slides, go to this slides. Okay, okay. So project based slides. So we will come to the project flow and this. So go to the next slide. Yes. What exactly the project general strategy and phases, step by step, all phases involved in the project. So this is the agile way of software development approach. So agile model is first analysis symbol, analyzed thing. This is phase by phase, down arrow. You can see the step by step part. Analysis, requirement, specification, then design, then development. That is build code, build, then test it, then maintenance phase. This is the agile model. Go to the SAP project methodology is we have 5 phases. ASAP methodology or ASAP roadmap we call it as. This I want to show it to you. Yes, project methodology is this is the standard approach we follow right from the beginning to till date. More or less, we are following the similar things only. Right now, first and foremost thing is project initiation. That is, it starts with project preparation or initial initiation. Yes, preparation phase. Preparation, then business blueprint is the BBP phase. Blueprint. So, yes, project realization. Yes, project final preparation, finalization, final preparation or finalization. Both are okay. Yes, then after that, go live. Go live. Yes, this is after go live, then we come across hypercare support. Hypercare support. Support for how many months? Free support, later chargeable support, everything is there in the SLA, service level agreement. So this is the overall phases, phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Go live and support also we can call it as. It is a kind of ongoing journey, we can say that. So this is called as ASAP. Okay, it is not as soon as possible. It is ASAP methodology or strategy also we call it as. That is called as, yes, accelerated SAP. Yes, this is like the standard methodology we use it here. But in this only, the accelerated methodology, uh, okay, ASAP methodology or strategy is extended to with nowadays ASAP is extended to Agile. Yes, okay, that is called as ASAP. It's not like replacement, extended to Activate methodology. So Activate, SAP Activate methodology we call it as. SAP Activate also simply this is a separate certification, separate course. SAP Activate. What is this Activate is all about? SAP Activate is built, okay, is a approach, is a approach based on Agile model. Because every company is using Agile, that's why SAP also started using Agile. So again, I told you Agile, 3 things: build, collaboration, and what next? The adaptability, adapting the change at any time. It is kind of Agile model. So SAP Activate does the same. It supports the same. Yes, because earlier we used to take lot of time, implementation time. But the project duration is now it is reduced after this Agile also. Because we used to say that whatever is the requirement freezed, we will deliver first. Okay, go live happens. Later we will any additional requirement comes that is going to handle as a additional phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Separate phases through we used to handle it. But nowadays, no. The clients changes something, we have to incorporate right away, straight away, right now only. It's not like again, you cannot move on to the phase 2, phase 3. Yes, this type of approaches and the implementation duration also hardly reduced. Earlier, it was kind of 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, depends on the size of the organization. But nowadays it is reduced to 1 year, 6 months, hardly 4 5 months also. The implementations are happening because many ready-made solutions are given. SAP says that because they want to reduce the implementation duration also. That's why the gaps, why the SAP is focusing on implementation duration gaps. They want to reduce the time also. That's the reason like okay, this SL also came into picture. So it is better to have. I will go into phase by phase now. We have to discuss in each phase because there are. It is a okay. In fact, comes with 5 phases model. Okay, it's basically like first phase one. This is in fact phase one is nothing but project preparation where we prepare it. Then project goes to the yes. This there is a question we need to follow the same sequence. Yes, in the same sequence only we have to because this is called as ASAP roadmap. Road itself is designed this way. You have to follow the roadmap or route map. Okay, yes. This is most all companies follow the similar model only like this. Okay, 5 phases, phase by phase, we'll discuss. Right. Now, again, I am switching to this one. We'll go back to this same slide. I'm going to make the client here. Okay. Next, the left side is implementation partner also. Right. So implementation partner. Right. This what? Okay. Now we have to go to the first phase. That is what exactly happens with this project preparation phase. So in project preparation phase, okay, we can go into deep dive of each phase. First and foremost thing is basis and basis and functional consultants. Consultants visit to client place, client place or customer place. That is physical. Okay, customer place also called as site, customer site. Okay, it could be within country or any other country also. They go to the physical place, yes, customer site. That is okay. First basis, then functional, not ABAPers. Yes, so you can see that. Then first and foremost activity, what happens? That is actually this working at a working at a client place is called as on-site, right? This is called as on-site, working at client place. And working at development center is called as offshore. So offshore development, yes. This is the terminology we use it on-site and offshore, off-site or offshore. Okay, yes. So suppose when this project is given to the Accenture, like Accenture is also a global company. They have branches across. So the team members may sit at one location or multiple locations through. They are connecting to the client. They are connecting to the client and they are working. Yes. So, right, if you go to the first phase, That is your, yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So visiting to the client place, basis and function. Basis consultants role is, first what they do, I told you, they go for, they will do the hardware recommendations. So based on business process, and number of users, number of users. So the basis consultants recommends the hardware, recommended the hardware size. Okay, hardware sizing also, recommended size. So accordingly, the client will purchase. That is the role of basis consultant. First and foremost, this comes into this. Right. After that, the basis consultants, what they do, once the client, that is the next level, the activity happens. Okay, then the functional consultants point of view, we will talk. So functional consultants role is in, because functional consultants are main business consultants. They are good at both domain also. They have strong domain knowledge, and as well they have strong SAP knowledge also. What happens? The first and the foremost activity is called as, so study the scope. So okay, scope study. What exactly the scope? Scope means either implement. Can we implement SAP into this project, this company or not? Yes, obviously the answer is yes only. No doubt about it. We can implement SAP. Right. Then the next after this one, uh, what happens? Completely the modules they will decide it. So there are two things happens here, two terminology we can call it as while studying itself. Yes, that is called as, okay, CSBP to FSBP. Yes, this is FSBP. So what is this? Yes, current status business process to future status business process. This is the connectivity. Current status business process is obviously into non-SAP, and the future status going to be SAP, right? Yes, there is a shift from non-SAP to SAP. Yes, the current status to future status. Yes, so these scope they will study. That is, like this particular industry, can we implement SAP? Yes, you can implement. The second thing is they will go for, based on their understanding of the business process, they will study the existing business process, right? S- okay, study existing business process. How they study? Because this study itself is the project preparation phase. Okay. Yeah. Preparing, this is the, that is in our terminology we can call it as generally requirement gathering. This is nothing but like initial phase, requirement gathering, requirement gathering. That is by understanding their current business process, current business process. That is called a, yes. Each department wise. Example, SD consultant sit with sales department, FI consultant sit with finance department. Similarly, consultant from respective module, they go with respective department, they'll study the particular business requirement. So this is this is the called as initial study. Completely try to understand their current process first. In the current process, okay, there are two things comes into picture. Yes, like yes, yes, there is a kind of like what are all the current activity happening, current existing process happening, and what are their expectations tomorrow once they shift to SAP. Okay, yes, this both we have to discuss. We have to sit. So there is a one analysis called as fit gap analysis. Fit the gap analysis happens. This is done by the functional consultants only. Yes. So what is fit? What is gap? If it is gap, how we are going to address the gap is the question. Right. Okay. Yes. Suppose if you go to the this one, we have SAP here. That means SAP software. Again, SAP software is there. This is there with lot of programs and that means reports are there. Lot of built-in reports and as well as screens and forms. Everything is there as the listed existing stuff. Right. Now, what is the fit gap analysis? Okay. Yes. Fit gap analysis is nothing but like this is going to the second phase. We can write it first we will go with phase one topic. In phase one, what will happen is that first they will decide the modules also. Modules SAP can be implemented as a two types. That is first okay, so we have to finalize the modules also. How many modules we want to implement it. So there are two types of implementations happens. That is called as one is one is a big bang implementation and the second is phased implementations. Big bang point of view, we go with all modules at a time. Phased implementation is a phase by phase implementation. So there are two types of models are that is first implement vanilla modules. Okay, the vanilla means core modules. Then later remaining modules, optional modules. Okay, later implement other optional modules. Right. This is one type of approach. Otherwise, no. Implement all modules at a time. This is all modules at a time. So that's where the big bang approach or phased approach comes into picture. What type of approach? So because in core modules or any implementation, FI is mandatory, PP is mandatory, MM and SD. These are certain modules which are must and mandatory to have to implement it. Under optional, you come across HR is optional, customer service is optional, PA project system is optional, EHS is optional, even WM is optional. These are all optional modules are there. So modules are also some vanilla modules, some optional modules. So there are two types. How many modules they want to implement it. Okay, yes. And moreover, the size. They want to go for all branches at a time, or else first they want to implement for head office first, later extend it to the next branches. That also time taking. How many modules they want to implement, how many branches they want to implement. All modules, all branches at a time takes time. Okay, this is the then finally there is a overall, this preparation is the study, okay, existing business process study. What is happening in the current process and what are all their expectations into SAP, everything. This all these consultants, respect SDMM, all senior most consultants only, they visit to the customer's place first because they have to sit with the users and they have to prepare the notes, note making. Completely, they have to understand. That is the initial information given by the client or customer or users. So that is the rest of the project drives based on that initial inputs only. That's why that is very, very crucial phase, preparation phase. Okay. So we have to note down properly everything. This again, how long this preparation phase will happen? Preparation phase will happen. Again, I told you, depends on the modules, depend on how many branches they want to implement it. Accordingly, it may go for 3 months to 6 months. That complete the initial okay requirement. It may be less time also. Depends if they are ready. Here the end user, because project success depends on not only the consultants, the end user cooperation is also equally important. Yes, they have to allocate time. They have to give the expectation details and yes, that is your overall first phase almost done. Right. Second, because within India also we go to the client place, outside India also we go to the client. That means from Accenture end, basis, senior functional consultant visit to the client place. They will do this initial requirement gathering activity. Yes, this is the basic initial understanding. After this completion, they will be back to the Accenture again. Then what they do? They go for, they will overall meeting by meeting, they will go for like project to move on to the BBP phase, business blueprint phase. So before blueprint preparation, first they do the, yes, what they do. Yes, overall, yes, okay, business blueprint through like first the required gather information, they have to do the uh, yes, finalize the fit or gap analysis, they do it here. Yes, this is most important activity done by the respective functional consultants. What is the meaning of fit? Fit means the client requirement, the client or customer requirement uh, fulfilled by, is filled by standard SAP. That is called as fit. Then what is gap? Gap is nothing but, yes, the client expectation, client requirement, not exactly opposite statement, not fulfilled by standard SAP. What is the meaning of standard SAP? Means the built-in SAP, the original software. Suppose like the client expecting some report. Okay, the just like they want to go for warehouse stock position count. This is the requirement. They used to run on the non-SAP system. One report they used to run daily in the existing business process, current business process. Okay. So they are expecting, first of all, similar report in the SAP. If possible, they are expecting some refined reports with enhanced functionality and features. These are all the client requirement. Client is very straightforward, he is clear with requirements. Then our what exactly the, here our functional consultant role comes into. So functional consultant, he is in between. One end is client, left is SAP, right is client. So the client is giving requirement, he must check with existing software. That is the client requirement related. Is there any ready-made report is available? Ready-made report is available? Yes, available. Then that is called as fit. Done. There is, that means the client requirement is satisfied by or fulfilled by the standard SAP software. That is, the report is ready. Okay, that is called as fit. If it is a gap, when it comes to gap, if client is asking something, the existing software program is something different, the client requirement is something different. If then that is considered as a gap. Okay, how the gap is going to address is the next question. Gap can be addressed in two different ways. This is where the functional consultant knowledge, experience, and expertise comes. So, first of all, it can be addressed with different alternative solutions provided. First and foremost thing is we will go to the enhancement model. Enhancement model, otherwise, we'll go with modification, otherwise, we'll go with custom development. Custom development model. Right. Under custom development, again, two types. Yes, that is, uh, yes, develop using SAP, using SAP object, that means SAP program, using SAP programs by copying existing, develop something without using SAP object or SAP. This is about the second level of discussion. Okay, hope this is very important for functional standpoint completely. Okay, so going to the because this is our actually the technical stuff where ABAPers are also comes into picture. So what exactly the enhancement model? Enhancement, when we go for enhancement, is suppose the existing report is there, that is in the standard SAP, the one report is there which shows the warehouse stock position, but it is not exactly the client requirement. But by adding some additional code, it is almost 85 or 90% is readily suitable. But by adding 10% code to the existing SAP program, you can justify, you can fulfill, or you can satisfy the client requirement, then that is considered under enhancement model. Enhancement model. That's where our customer exit, user exit, BTs and baddies comes into picture. Okay, enhancement is nothing but adding additional custom code to standard SAP program. Standard SAP program. Because actually it should be, we need to write object, since we are talking on a program model, we are telling you. So that is the 10% code we will add it. That is, how do we add it? It is not so easy because you are adding to what? Standard SAP program. So there are certain rules you have to follow when you want to add it. Certain step-by-step procedure is there, and you cannot add. The ABAP only can add it. You can hardly, you can suggest to the ABAP that since the client requirement deviates from the existing SAP, then existing SAP program or report, then these are all the decisions done by whom? Functional consultant. Yes, but so the first alternative we'll try to go for enhancement model. If enhancement also, when it is possible, if existing program supports 80 to 90% support, then try to add 10%. It's not like 50% code you want to add, enhancement is not recommended approach. Only hardly 5 to 10% code is okay. Modification is an alternative approach where directly changing changing SAP program, standard SAP program. This is not at all recommended approach. This is the last and least case we will do it. That is called as modification. What you are trying to modify is you are trying to modify the standard SAP program itself directly. So for that, it is not so easy. It's not even recommended by SAP itself. That's why this is actually I need to write the. This is not the second approach. This should be the last and least approach. Okay, it is not. Yes. Access key is required. Okay, you cannot change this. SAP against for this modification strategy. If the worst case scenario, we go for modify, but you have to adhere to the SAP guidelines. This is, but who will do modification? The recommendation done by functional, modification done by technical ABAP only. Right. Then last and least, custom development. Custom development, when it comes to custom development, see the step-by-step decision making. The decision chart also we call it as. If standard is available, then only you will get a chance of enhancement and modification. But if the client requirement related standard is totally available, which is majorly deviates, then no need to look at into the standard SAP. Obviously, we have to go for the custom development. Custom development is in here, it is called as Z development also in SAP. This Z is pronounced as Z. Okay, Z development. OIRG programs, we will do that. So now that is the customer namespace. Yes. Okay, G development. So the custom development can be done again by two types. Two types. If sometimes you can, of course, the program is there, standard SCP program, 50% supported, that 50% will copy first. Later 50% I will add my code. Okay, standard SCP namespace to custom namespace, we will copy it, we will try to add the code. No, otherwise I don't want to use the standard SAP program, then we will develop the program right from the scratch, right from the beginning. Complete build, we will do it. In that case, who will do? This is obviously ABAPer only need to do. So ABAPer responsibility is to develop a program from the beginning to, it could be 100 lines, 200 lines, 500 lines also. Sometimes complex program, 1000 lines also, you have to ready to write it, develop it. So hope you are clear. So where we are, why are we learning back in depth? Tomorrow you want to develop 1000 lines code. If you have complete in and out knowledge, then only you can develop on your own. Because see, there is no provision of copy of anybody program or copy of SAP program. You have to build completely on your own. Okay, this is what the expectation. Okay, so uh, we will stop here because this level only. The remaining phases and further topics will continue tomorrow, and I will try to close this topic of project related discussion. Okay, thank you.